Hi, I'm Jess. I'm the owner and maker behind Knit by Jessica Jade, and I'm a knitter and pattern designer from New South Wales in Australia, and welcome to episode 1. I've spent the first month of this year going through and reorganising my craft room. I've been trying to clear some more space in our lounge room to turn that more into my bub's playroom. So storage and craft stuff's getting reorganised and moved around. So I thought it would be the best time to go back through all of the knitwear and accessories that I've made, and I wanted to share each one with you. I think I have 3 baskets and 3 boxes. So yeah, let's see what's in there. I'll try everything on that I have, and I'm excited to see because there's a lot of things that I've forgotten about. My little bub is asleep in his pram just in the room next to me, so we have some sweet lullaby music just to accompany this video. It's actually quite nice, but I just thought I'd let you know why that's playing. Okay, so basket number 1. So first of all, I have this scarf and beanie set which I made using, I think it was Morris & Sons. I'm not 100% sure of the yarn. Everything that I try on, I will link the yarn and the pattern in the description. So I made it's kind of like a little jester hat. It's actually very cute and the yarn is super soft. I have tassels on the beanie and on the ends of the scarf, and it's like a stocking stitch and then a garter stitch panel, and then it continues along until the other side, which is then tassels again. So that's this one. I'm not actually a scarf wearer, but I have made a lot of scarves because I like making them and I think they look really nice, so I do wear them when we go on our trips to the snow, but normally I like to make matching sets for the family. So that's that one. Just flip that up so you can see the tassel. It's very cute. I love the colours and it's very soft. I think that's why I kept this one. So the next one, sorry, there's going to be a lot of like moving around and fixing my hair. The next one is this cow beanie I made. So I kind of started out my knitting journey, I guess you'd say, with writing knitting patterns. I started following patterns and then would kind of go rogue and just like finish it off how I wanted to finish it off. So I kind of just like knit things and experimented and just kind of learnt from there. And this is one of them. So it's another beanie with little ears, but I've put a like cut out felt details and then put little cow buttons on them to look like little cow patches. It's very sweet, but it is a little bit too tight for me. But I did write up the pattern for it, I think, from memory. So I will also link the pattern down below, which is one of my designs. It's very cute. And then the back is just, as you can see, did not weave my ends in. The back is just little felt patches. Obviously I didn't know how to do any kind of duplicate stitch or crochet on any details, so I just went with that. I did like combining and still do like combining different materials. So yeah, you'll see a lot of that. The next is this cute little fox hat. When I first started, I was very much into beanies with ears. So this one I have actually knitted on the ears and I've just kind of gone around with yarn. I don't know what that technique is called, but this is super soft. This yarn I think is from Spotlight, one of those balls that is just like a random on sale. I just like the orange because I love orange. The one before I think was Paintbox yarns, chunky in white and black. This one I still wear, especially camping, because it's super soft and like really snuggly. But yeah, he's pretty cute. Okay, excuse the hat hair, that's going to happen a lot. Another one that I've made is pink. This is Paintbox yarns, I'm pretty sure. Paintbox yarns chunky. And then I put little pom-poms on the end to match in pink and blue. This is a bit intense, like the beanies are a little bit big, so it's a little bit scary, I feel. It's still cute, but I always avoid wearing it because I'm like, whoa. But otherwise, he's pretty cute. Next, we have, so this is like a, I guess a messy bun beanie that I've made. This was purely from scraps. What am I doing? It doesn't go down. So you kind of wear it like that, and I do not have a bun in, so let me get a hair tie and then we'll... Alright, just to show you this one. It's so snuggly, this one. This I made for the snow. I love wearing my hair in a bun, so I was like, I need something just to like let it poke through. I literally just knitted like a strip and then put it together at the back, just with like a whip stitch or something. I don't remember now, but I've kept it for so long. It's so cute. I love it. So the next one was a headband I made just from scrap yarn. Some of these things I made for my little shop. I opened a little arts and crafts store inside like an indoor marketplace retail shop, and I had that for a little bit, and it was so much fun. I had a lot of handmade knitwear in there, but it kind of went a little bit I guess out of control in a way. There was a lot of arts and crafts supplies and yarn, and I loved it, and it was going in a direction, I guess, further away from Knits by Jessica Jade and just my handmade knitwear and knitting patterns, and it was just a little bit too much. I really loved it and really enjoyed it and would love to do it again one day. I just feel like it wasn't 100% what I wanted to do with my brand, but it was that time in my life where it was like definitely for that time, if that makes sense. Anyway, so a lot of these things I did make for my shop and they didn't sell, so I ended up keeping for myself because I love them anyway. And I made this little headband, and it's kind of like, it looks like a monkey. Hang on, it goes the other way. Hee hee. Oh, it matches this dress perfectly. So this I was kind of thinking as like one of those headbands you put on to do like makeup or your like face stuff. So I guess let me just try to do it like you would. So this I think was even like possibly a Millens bag from Spotlight. Yeah, so this can like push back your hair so you can do all your face and moisturizer and stuff. I don't do any of that, so I don't know why I made it for me, but it's still super cute just to like push your hair back. I love it. I think it's super cute. But yeah, it's just a rib pattern, and then I think I just knit straight rectangles and then sewed them on, pretty much. Next is an adorable scarf I made that has a little sheepy on it. So this was, I think, in a kit, so it came with the yarn and this detail already made, so I didn't actually make this. This just came as is, the little sheep, and you are basically just meant to knit and then attach his little butt at the end. I think I used my knitting machine for this at the time. I got really into making scarves on my knitting machine when I very first started. I think this was one of the first scarves that I made for me, and I saw a lot of them at the time. There was a lot of like kits with different animals you could add to like scarves and beanies and stuff, and let me just work this out. Beanie. It's so sweet. Again, I don't really wear scarves, but I wanted to keep it like just in case I decided one day I love scarves. But it's so cute, like the way that it sits. I probably would wear, to be honest, I shouldn't say that because I do wear scarves at the snow. Not that it even gets that hot in New South Wales at the snow. Some days it does. When I've been there, it's normally been quite warm and I actually get very overheated very quick. Anyway, but it's very sweet. I really love it. I have like a soft spot for soft toys as well. I have quite a big collection, so that's probably why I love things like this. There was a few kits that I have had over time which I just never got around to, sold a few of them, but there's some that I still want to knit, and I might do that in another video, just show all the kits and things that I will get to one day. So the next is, okay, so this is like a beanie scarf wrap. I have no idea. I did follow a pattern for it. It's very like Hansel and Gretel vibes for me. It's like, so there's like cabling, hang on, there's tassel on the end and then there's like cabling all the way along the back, and then it's just garter stitch at the top, and it's just like a little hood thing, I guess. So I'm assuming you just like can wear it as a scarf and a beanie. It's actually very sweet on, and it's a pretty hot pink colour, so I probably could wear this at the snow as well, to be honest. And it's pretty soft. I have no idea what yarn I use for this. This one is going to be a struggle to find the info, but I do think I followed a pattern for it, so I'll have to find that. But yeah, it's not too bad. The next one is a rainbow set I made specifically for myself for the snow, and it's so cute. Hang on, let me put this on first. So it's a cowl and a beanie, and me being a colour lover and loving my rainbow, I was like, have to have this yarn. And then I was like, perfect idea, let's make a snow set. And it's just great. I love bright colours in contrast with white snowfields. It's just, the photos are amazing. Yeah, I love this set. I love the pom-pom that I made. I'm not sure if I followed a pattern for this one. I think it was just, you know, I started to experiment with knitting and working out what my size is for beanies, and then went through different designs and patterns and ideas, and I just continued on and changing them up, and yeah, just kind of have a collection now. This one is pretty long, but I wanted it to be able to be turned up, so that was that. And yeah, I do really like this one. The next one is, so I'm unsure if I have the gloves and beanies that go with this one, but this yarn is out of control. I love it so much. This was a Lincraft yarn and I was obsessed with it for so long. I was going to get more and make all of these things in it, but then just never got around to it, and I don't think they stock it anymore. But it was a scarf, beanie and glove set, but somebody stole the beanie when I was stocking it in my arts and crafts shop. So if you're the person that took it and you're watching this video, shame on you. But I love it. I love the colour, I love the yarn, and I'm happy that it didn't sell because I did really love it and wanted to keep it. But to be honest, from what you've seen, like, do I need another scarf? No. But this detailing I really like. It's just a garter stitch and then an eyelet stitch and then stocking stitch and then repeat all the way. I think it gives a really nice texture to the scarf. And yes, I will definitely be keeping this one. The next is a super huge scarf that I made. This is from Spotlight, this yarn. and I've lost it. As I said, I will link everything below. Just on the top of my head, don't remember, but it's just a huge oversized scarf, which you probably won't even be able to see. But it just goes for days. This colour is so pretty and the yarn is super soft. I do really like it, and I love that it's oversized. I think it's really sweet. And it would look great with just a like grey dress with boots, this long scarf and a cardigan in winter. Oh, I might do a series where I try everything on in the outfits I'd wear them with, and then I might be more likely to wear them. But that's this one. So I'll just try to show you the length. I might even measure this one and pop the measurements in the description, because it just keeps going and going and going and going. But yeah, I do really love it. And the last one is a top that I've made, which I actually released a pattern for. It's a Wool and the Gang. I don't remember the name of the yarn. I think it's Baby Alpaca. Was that a name? I don't know. It's 80% superfine alpaca and 20% merino wool. And this was at the time where I was writing knitting patterns, which was basically just to fit my body shape, and then I wanted to share it with people, and I didn't know how to grade. I still don't know how to grade or write knitting patterns for size inclusive, which I would love to do, but you know, it's one of those things that when I have the time to do it, I would love to. But I did release this one as a pattern, but it's for, I, yes, was one of those people that did a one size fits all, but I think that I am going to change that and re-release all of those ones for free, because I just want to share my design and ideas with people basically. And yeah, I wasn't trying to do it to not be inclusive or anything like that. I didn't even know it existed at the time. So this is kind of like a little top poncho. It's actually very sweet, and I do love the colours. I did have this for sale in my little shop and it didn't sell. And then again, me being sentimental and everything, I feel like if that's the case, then it's something that I should keep for me. But yeah, I do really like it. Okay, so here is basket number 2, which doesn't have as much in it. I think this one's just garments from the look of it. So this is one of the first tops that I ever made, and I actually love it. I used to wear it to all of the markets that I did, and I haven't worn it in a while, and it looks really nice with a black long sleeve underneath, or on its own, even a t-shirt. So the back is this colorway, and then the front is a different colorway. So I wanted it to be reversible, and at the time, again, I was still new to knitting, experimenting, and I did follow a pattern for this one, and it looks very different to what was in the pattern photo from memory, but I really like it. I think it's really cute, and you can wear it 2 different ways, as I said, and yeah, it's very sweet. I will do a video of purely trying everything on and have them in frame properly. I don't have much space. I shouldn't say space. I don't have much clear areas that are just white walls, because I have a lot of photos and things hanging up in my house. So I've got to find little pockets where I can do things that you can actually see. So that's that one. The next is actually a skirt that I knit in 2 panels. You're not going to be able to see this one on properly, but I will share, as I said, a video of me wearing it. This one I love. It's a little bit too warm. It is an acrylic, so that's my bad and why, but I had never made a skirt before and I just wanted to give it a go. a lot of the time I start out knitting something and then change what it's going to be halfway through when it's almost finished for some reason. And originally I was trying to make a dressing gown, and then I was like, actually this would be a really cool skirt. So that's what happened with that. So the next is a jumper that I actually attempted to make for my husband. I did follow a pattern for this one. Again, being new to making garments at the time, no gauge swatch. Knew that I was a loose knitter, so just used a smaller needle size. And he's quite thin, so I did make a small, but it fits me, so I have no idea what happened. I blocked it, and when I blocked it, it seemed to stretch more, so then I tried to put it in the dryer to shrink it back, and it stretched more. So that's my own fault. It's just an experiment. At the end of the day, I love knitting, so I don't mind so much anyway. It is disheartening though, because it's just too baggy for him, and it's even like loose on me. So, but I love the colours. This was a Lincraft Cakes, and at the time I had the yarn to make it, and then needed one more ball, so I had to go Facebook yarn group hunting to find another one, and somebody had a ball, so I was able to finish it. And I actually really like it. The colours are really cool. I don't know what's going on with this arm here. I think the arm's just a bit too big for the stitches there, but I could block it again. I don't know if that'll work, but it's just one of those sentimental things that I'm going to keep forever because it's something that I made again. And then the back is just like a gradient down to the dark green again. Again, I'll do another video showing them in full frame so you can see them properly. But yeah, that's this basket and everything that was in that one. It'll all be in the description, everything that I've shown you, the yarn if I can find it, the pattern if I used one or if it was improvised, and I'll just get as much information as possible in case anyone is interested. But really I just wanted to vlog rather more about what's in my baskets and to have another look back on them for me, and try them on, and yeah, just be a bit nostalgic with all of my knitwear so far. So I'm going to get one last basket, and then I think I might do a part 2 for the boxes, just because there's a lot happening and it's a lot of looking at stuff, and yeah, I think I'll just spread it across 2. Okay, basket number 3. This one's a little bit more full than the other one, and there were some loose items that were just floating in my craft room that I just popped on the top because they do belong in these baskets. So the first one is another top that I made, which was like the other one with the reversible front and back. This one I just went for different yarn panels to also be reversible. This, I'm pretty sure I used the same pattern but just went up a needle size, and just used the yarn that I had at the time. I do really love the colours in this one. It's like a loose vesty top, so I'd wear a shirt underneath. This is the back, so the back's a little bit shorter, so you could reverse it and then just have a longer back and shorter front if you wanted. So that's that one. The next is this cool little long sleeve I made, and it's all sparkly. This was from a mill-end bag from Spotlight, and this was an improvised pattern by me. This is a recent make. Really only last year I started making garments, I guess, properly. All other times have been experiments and just seeing if I can work it out, or following a pattern and then going rogue from the pattern. So being a mill-end bag, I only had so much yarn to work with, and there was only one. So I was like, I'll make a little cropped long sleeve to wear with a high-waisted skirt, and it's a little bit tight, but is also what I imagined it was going to be. It actually comes up a little bit So I might need to, this one I haven't blocked, so I might try to stretch it out a bit. But I didn't have enough yarn to sew up here because I stopped and then did the sleeves. But otherwise it's like pretty fitted and I think it's pretty cute. I think I would wear this, so I think I'll just try to fix it with the blocking and see if that helps. But the yarn's beautiful. I love anything that's orange and that has sparkles in it. So, getting warm now. We are in Australian summer, by the way. It's an overcast day and not as hot as a normal summer's day here, but it's still a little bit muggy. But I thought it was probably the best day to do it, the best weather that I'm going to get. If I held off any longer, it could be, you know, anyway, rambling. So the next one is a snow set that I made for myself. I think this yarn was from Big W. It's two different balls. This one was more of a pink background. This one was more of an orange. And I just knit them together to make the cow. As in, knit them together, use the pink ball and then the orange ball. I don't know if this one was following a pattern or if I just looked up different stitches to experiment with, but something went on with the beanie. I have no idea, but it's so big. Like, what the hell? I have no idea. It sits okay. It's actually quite comfortable if you sit it up, and it kind of looks like a little hat rather than a beanie, but it's still very comfortable and I would wear it, so it doesn't matter so much just for that. A lot of the time with my personal makes, if it doesn't work out the way I thought, or if I deterred from the pattern and it just looks really weird, I don't mind so much. If I'm going to wear them, I don't see the harm, especially if they're for me. If I was going to gift it or I was going to sell it, I would 100% redo it. But yeah, this was my experimenting stage. I just wanted to make stuff. I just wanted to use up all of my yarn. I was excited, you know, so this is, I guess, the outcome from that period. The next one was a certain mouse inspired piece, which is for personal use only, just in case you're watching this, Disney. So I made a little fan art Mickey Mouse inspired beanie and scarf. So I used I think it's Spotlight. It's definitely Spotlight. The name just came to me and then it went again. But basically I did little tassels and then a little rib section where I put the buttons and then black to match the beanie. I crocheted these, and I'm not actually a crocheter, and at the time felt like I was just making it up because I didn't actually look up how to crochet. I had a hook and I was like, this is working, and it worked. There are some things that I knitted and then did a crochet edge, so maybe I did that, but they look alright. They're not 100% perfect. Again, this was experimenting at the time, but it's very sweet and I would like to do another one, maybe Minnie Mouse this time. Anyway, that's that one. The next one is a snow set I made for my husband. This was just using yarn I had in my stash. It was probably gifted, otherwise just from one of those like reject shop kind of chenille things that went on. I actually love the colours and it suits him a lot. Again, I made a bit of an oversized beanie. I don't know what happened, but it kind of sits like slouchy, which is not the worst thing. Like, I think it looks fine. And he likes it, so it's super warm, this one, and it looks great in the snow, again, with the contrast of the snowfields and the white in here. So that's that one. The next, I actually think the rest are sets that I've made for my husband and I for the snow. So this one I think is again from Spotlight. So I made myself a pink version, and then my husband had a blue set. Yeah, they're very sweet. I'm gonna actually get my husband to do a little reel for me for Facebook and Insta, just showing our different sets. I think that'll be a really cute video. But that's that set. The next one that I made for us, this guy, this is from Big W. I think it was a baby yarn. Again, I don't know what happened with these beanies. I thought that I was knitting them the right tension and fit. Sometimes, as you know, different yarns react differently. React, you know what I mean. Knit up differently on different needles. So at the time, obviously I didn't know that that was a thing. Just learning. And this, again, I think I made on my knitting machine at the time. And I had a thing for tassels, obviously. So it's this one. You know, it's still cute. It will keep you nice and snug when you're in the snow, which is all you want anyway. But yeah, it's really cute. I do really like it, and both my husband and I are sentimental about most things. So everything that I make, he wants to keep, regardless of whether I do or not. So there are a few things way back in my cupboard, which are the first things I've ever knitted ever, like a bookmark that's curvy and a beanie that, like, it's not even a beanie. I don't even know what it is, but they'll be fun to show if I can find them as I'm sorting through my craft cupboard. My husband's version of that one is the same, but blue on the bottom, and the same for his scarf. Oh, and the last set's in here, probably one of the most special ones to me. It's the first knitted set I ever made for either of us. So it's a beanie, scarf and glove set. This I did follow a pattern for, and mine's a little bit tight, which is fine because it's tight in a nice way, if that makes sense. So the yarn, I think the yarn changes colour, or did I use just a pink and then a coloured yarn and alternated it? I'll have to see. This one was definitely an experiment when I first made them. I think this was also my first pair of gloves, but I love the colours. They're just fingerless gloves. Again, I have no idea. I have no idea what the yarn is that I used or anything like that, but they're perfect for the snow. They just keep you nice and snug. They're super cute. That's my one anyway. And then again, my husband's one is matching, and surprise, surprise, his is blue and navy, I should say. So I'll just try this one on, may as well. It's the last one. So his is a blue version. His beanie's a bit bigger, which is great because obviously his head's bigger than mine. And then I just went with navy for the scarf. I think at the time he might have asked for that because I would definitely have included the stripes, being me and loving my colour. So his gloves are a bit bigger than mine as well, but that's his one. Yeah, it's pretty cute. So basically that's everything from the first 3 baskets that I had in my cupboard. I think these are more of the accessory and small garment sized things. I think the other boxes are all of my jumpers and blankets and things like that. Some of the jumpers are very scary. I already know about a few of them that I'm like, I don't know if I want to show them because, yeah, you'll see. But I still love them anyway. I hope that you enjoyed looking through those with me. I don't realise how much I have until I look through them all, and there's also a lot that I've sold and have gifted, so you know, I've made a lot in my time, which I'm sure most of you do as well. But yeah, that was really fun. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please let me know which was your favourite, what beanie and scarf set you liked, and yeah, I'm interested to know which you think looked the best and was your favourite. And yeah, I'm looking forward to going through the other boxes and sharing that with you. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe and leave a comment. I'm just going to keep rambling now, so I'm going to leave it there, and I'll see you in the next episode. All right, bye.